Good morning, gang. Happy Tuesday. Okay, so yesterday was a very busy day, very eventful day. And before I say anything else, the first thing I want to do is say thank you to everybody who is trying to help out Mad Shad, whether it's prayers, whether it's monetarily, whatever we can do right now. I mean, there's a whole bunch of channels that put this out yesterday and did live streams and everything like that for him. And it was amazing to see us all come together to help out one person like this. And, as I had said, I just got off a quick live stream with Lake Ferry Prepper. We're all one huge mutual assistance group. And, nobody gets left behind. And, there was somebody that needed help. I mean, and I know everybody worries about, online scams and everything like that. And I mean, and I think we can all assure you that's hardly what this was, okay? You can go back and watch any of his videos, for weeks on end telling you about what was going on, and then all of a sudden where he wound up and trying, then all of us coming together and trying to help him get back on his feet. And so from the bottom of my heart, guys, I want to say thank you to everybody. I know it was a little strange in how things got done, but the issues we have is he doesn't have a physical address right now, so you can't send anything there, and he didn't have a bank account, so that's why we had to do the Cash app, because at least they'll give him a debit card, because if he had PayPal or anything like that, that attaches to a bank card, which he doesn't have. So we had kind of figured out a workaround where people were PayPaling me, and I'm then Cash Apping the money over to him, and that seems to be working out. And I mean, again, as usual, I'm doing this in the evening, so it's about 6:45 here on Monday night. And the interesting one is going to be when Prepper 101 does his live stream tonight, because with 20 some odd thousand subscribers in there, if all of a sudden my PayPal is going off like a Las Vegas slot machine, I'm going to be completely buried. But I don't care if I got to stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning fixing it all. This is to help out a fellow brother, a fellow veteran, and I'm all for it. So I know almost 3 minutes here of me saying thank you, but a lot to me, guys. And this is why I say we're family all the time, because again, you guys showed me why I love you so much. I mean, we did the Christmas presents, we did the food drive, now all of a sudden hearing you guys just came out in droves, and that just warms my heart. And, I'm not going to cry, I promise, okay? But to see you guys do that means a lot to me. So I just wanted to say thank you. So, okay. On to actually something that's prepping related. Well, I guess that is too, but this is kind of what we're going through. I know we've all talked about what's coming, what's going, what's going on in Europe, what's going on in Canada and everything like that. And of course, we've got some subscribers here from Australia, from New Zealand, from down under. And they had sent me some intel, if you will, today that I thought is very important for us all to know, because as we all know, all this stuff seems to start somewhere else and eventually kind of snakes its way around here, okay? You saw the stories about Facebook and Australia and the news, and, all of a sudden Facebook wasn't going to put any news out to the Australians about anything. And that kind of, now may look at like it goes by the wayside, because I guess Zuckerberg is now caving. So, of course, what's happened now? Now Canada's going to do the same thing, all right? And so, eventually that's going to worm its way into the United States. You know it, okay? This is just the way it happened. So back to the intel that one of y'all, and I don't have permission to say who, so I'm not going to, sent me. But it was pretty interesting, and this is all about the jab again, all right, supposedly, according to the email I got, Australian Prime Minister got the jab. And I guess they are now giving out vaccine cards, okay? Allegedly, they are bringing people in, and if you don't have received the jab and have your vaccine card, you're confined to your suburb, your neighborhood, whatever it is. You're not allowed to go anywhere, okay? Then you get into the next one where employers are allowed to fire people if they refuse to get the shot. Now, that's scary. And I guess what's being talked about, if I'm reading this correctly, is if people are on benefits, and again, I don't know the Australian stuff, so let's just say comparatively, if you're on, I don't know, Social Security disability, VA retirement, whatever it would be, food stamps, HUD, I'm, again, speculating here by what's going on over there. If you refuse to get the jab, you lose your benefits. Now, again, this is what is going on over there. The laws in Australia are different than the laws in the United States, okay? And trust me, I'm no lawyer, and I'm certainly no Australian lawyer. So I don't know what kind of laws they have, around here with employers. Medical condition is something that you cannot be fired for in the United States. That part I do know because that's my job, all right? Now, whether or not you can parlay the fact of getting the jab or not into a medical condition, it's a medical issue, okay? And then you get HIPAA laws that say you can't legally ask me my medical condition. So this is, HIPAA is the one thing that's going to kind of stop all this stuff saying you can't come in the grocery store unless you show your vaccine card. No, the cashier at the grocery store has no authorization whatsoever to ask me if I've got a vaccination, okay? Medical professional only, and only with my permission, okay? If I volunteer the information, that's one thing, but they have no right to ask. So, I'm just telling you this because this is stuff that is coming out in other countries, and I try to pay attention a little bit to what's going on there. Because a lot of times, like I said in the video the other day, the EU was the test run for Agenda 2030. All of a sudden we take all the countries in Europe and say, poof, now you're all just one big entity. Well, kind of the same thing here. Now they're going to try it in some places. And, that way, don't dump it all on one country and say, oh, we're going to make vaccine passports and, cards to get in the grocery store. We're going to do everyone one country. It would blow up. So they do a bit here and a bit there and a bit, and see how the population takes it. Okay. This is all a test. And I know there's a lot of people that are talking about the electrical grid and what happened with the power outage in Texas, that it was really odd that, if only 20% of the power comes from wind turbines, why did 2/3, 3/4 of the state lose power? If only 20% is down, that means 80% still up. So, I'm not going to get into the conspiracies on that, but, again, we got to read the tea leaves a little bit here and look to see what is a little weird and what's happening, a little faster than you'd think. So, just that was kind of the point today. Just wanted to give you that story on the Australian intel, if you will. Keep an eye on that. It's, again, this goes right back to what I said in the video a week or so back. What are you going to do if you're stuck on your property and you can't go anywhere? Do you have the infrastructure? So again, this is stuff, you see every one of these bits and pieces of, things coming through. There was a map that one of y'all sent me today that showed the entire United States and what area was going to be allowed for human habitation, what area was going to be severely restricted for human habitation, and what was going to be completely banned for human habitation. Okay. The interesting part, because it was broke down all the way to counties, and I know the shape of my county here. Okay, it looks like a heart. And my county, where I live, is on the list of nobody is allowed to live there, build there, do anything like that. So, these are actual plans that they have, guys. Okay, actual things that they're putting out. Now, if my house is supposedly, and everybody that lives in the city around me and stuff, the county, the entire county. I mean, granted, it's 19,000 people, but if everybody here all of a sudden has said you can't live there anymore, they're going to be held to pay. Okay, because I know a good group of the people that live in this town, not all 19,000 of them, obviously, they aren't leaving, not without a fight. So, if I get a chance, I'll post that map up for you guys to take a look at it, put it on the community board, and so you guys can take a look at it and see what it is. It's kind of interesting because all the little green circles where everybody's supposed to be here. Cities, go figure, okay? So again, this is all the plan. So as I find stuff out, guys, I'm going to share it with you as best I can, but that's kind of what I got today. Last thing again, I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all did yesterday for Shad. I think we should probably be able to get him back on his feet and get him off and running here. So again, much. Have a great one. Pinball out.